The Department of State Security Services has warned religious leaders, community leaders, hoteliers, with operators of markets, parks, and other relaxation centers to be alert and watch strange movements and activities around their facilities, as criminal elements heighten their dangerous activities during festive period. This was said during a press conference by Dr. Peter Afnaya, the Public Relations Officer of the service.
It is common knowledge that criminal elements will heighten their inglorious activities before, during, and after the festive periods. Therefore, religious and community leaders, hoteliers, and operators of markets, parks, recreational and relaxation centers are to be at alert and watch strange movements and activities around their facilities. Such facilities include places of worship, palaces, markets, schools, and other public buildings. Owners and operators of these public spaces and their patrons should endeavor to isolate and report suspected rogues to security agencies for prompt response. Consequently, the service's interactive website and complaint lines will remain active and available to the public. Its formations at the state and local government levels will be open 24 hours of the day. This is in line with the service's commitment and support to the populace.
Also, Dr. Afnaya advised parents, guardians to be watchful of their children and welfare and ensure that they do not engage in unlawful acts.
As schools vacate and students return home for holidays, there is likelihood that some subversive gangs will target them for recruitment for undesirable intents. These may include but not limited to financial crimes, armed robbery, civil disobedience and lawful and violent protests, substance abuse, banditry, and kidnapping. In this respect, parents and guardians are advised to be watchful of their children and wards and ensure that they do not engage in unlawful acts. Aside students, recessing members of National Assembly and the State Houses of Assembly and other private and public sector workers on vacation may be predisposed to threats of various degrees. This also applies to Nigerians who may travel from within and outside the country to join their loved ones for the celebrations. These individuals are susceptible to kidnapping, hijack, assassinations, armed robbery, and political manipulations. They are advised to be security conscious in order not to fall victims of these attacks and destructive political maneuvers. Let me reiterate at this juncture that those who sponsor kidnapping, banditry, terrorism, insurgency, and all kinds of attacks on security agents, civilians, and vulnerable populations should have a rethink. These persons, whether in the north or south, of course, know themselves. There is no doubt that they have crossed the lines, and it is time to crush them.
However, Afnaya notified the general public to be mindful of groups of individuals desirous of causing a breakdown of law and order in the country.
The service has observed that some persons who are desperately seeking for power use wrong and skewed narratives to not only mislead citizens but overheat the polity. Already, they are exploiting and the politicizing the issue of insecurity in parts of the country for pecuniary and other selfish reasons. Many simply want to use the situation to cause divisions among citizens, seek cheap popularity, and or present the country as ungovernable. The service therefore warns that those who are involved in these should desist from such destabilizing acts. It also enjoins politicians to play by the rule and avoid statements or activities capable of inflaming the fires of division and violence prior to 2023 elections. Opinion molders like the clergy, religious and traditional rulers are also to guard their utterances and avoid inciting pronouncements.
Gbemiga Olamikon, GTV Africa.